Hello everyone. We're rolling. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all having a lovely day, evening, afternoon, whatever time you're watching this. And if you're new, welcome. My name's Brooke and all these videos are either vlogs, tutorials, fashion hauls, or just a basic chatty catch up, which is what this video is going to be today. So if you've got your lunch with you, please feel free to eat with me. I am going to be eating my lunch while I'm having a little catch up with you today, so it's going to be like a little mukbang slash chatty catch up, and I'm also going to be I'm also going to be answering some of your questions that you sent in on my Instagram story on the poll the other day. So sit back, relax and enjoy. So what I am going to be eating for my lunch today is a Subway. I have been craving this for a while and I've been being quite healthy the past few weeks. Within the week, weekends don't count. But I think, you know what, I don't even know what I ordered. I think I got a chicken and bacon toasted sandwich with some lettuce and mayo. Absolutely one of my favourites. And if you eat this, you are a legend, because these are my favourites. I'm going to show you guys because it looks really, really nice. Like, look at that. I got it with some cheese and onion Walker's crisps because they are the best Walkers. I don't care what anyone says. And I was cheeky, I didn't just get water, I weren't boring. I got the Tango Orange Original, my favourite, another one of my favourite. I don't normally drink fizzy drinks, but if I do, that's the one I go for. So I'm treating myself today, why not? I'm going to try some of this because I'm starving. No. The best. Also, I just wanted to point out, it's Wednesday today, the 16th of March, and I thought my eyes were deceiving me, right? I was just looking outside, because when I was working from home, and the whole sky is yellow, and I thought, is there something wrong with my eyes? Then people were texting me, why is outside yellow? Basically, there's a sandstorm in the Sahara Desert. Spain had a yellow sky yesterday and now the UK's got it, so it is currently still quite yellow outside. I mean, it's clearing up a little bit, but yeah, that was strange. Anyway, as I said at the start of the video, some of you sent in some questions on the Instagram poll that I put up the other day, just to make this video a little bit more juicy, just so you guys can get a bit more of an outlook on me as a person. If you don't know me personally, get to know me a bit more. So yeah, I thought it'd be quite nice. So I'm gonna go on one of the questions now and see what you lot have asked me. Okay, first one. I actually had quite a few of these, so I'm going to answer it first. What is your most embarrassing story slash moment? To be honest with you, I don't really have like quite a lot of embarrassing stories as such. I would say the one thing that comes to mind, which probably isn't even that embarrassing, but it's just the one thing that comes to my mind. I can't think of anything else. I used to take a suitcase to college and I used to have all my makeup kit in there for what I needed to use at college, and whenever there weren't a seat on the platform with the train station on the platform, I literally just used to use my suitcase as a seat. Done it many a times, weren't a problem, it was not a problem. Then one day I'm sitting there, I'm waiting for the train, it's really busy on the platform, pull my suitcase up, thought, oh god, my legs are killing me, I'm gonna sit on it. So as I've sat on it, the wheels from underneath of the suitcase have literally just gone underneath the suitcase and sent me flying. When I tell you, the whole suitcase was like and just like skidded along the platform, while I'm just like falling off, laying on the platform looking like a div, and I like landed on my wrist, so I remember it really hurt, but I was really trying to like play it cool because people just looked at me, and you know when I was like, I really wish someone was with me just so I could kind of laugh it off, but I was just laying there on the platform with my suitcase rolled down further away from me, and I'm just laughing to myself. People probably thought I was a nutter, let me tell you. So that is the one embarrassing story that comes to mind. I wanted the ground to swallow me up that day. Okay, next question. What is my strangest night out? Let me tell you, the strangest night out I've had, right, was when me and my Chloe, oh, that just come out of nowhere. Anyway, me and my friend Chloe, we went out to Leigh-on-Sea, which is where we live now, and it was like the first night that I had ever taken my friend Chloe to Leigh-on-Sea Broadway. It was the most random experience. I had never been out there either, because it was just after I moved around this area, and we went out. We thought, right, we're just gonna try a pub first. Went into the pub. There was a karaoke night, so everyone was really drunk by this point. We hadn't even had drinks, so we were like, okay, let's get the gins in. Then we get the gins in, and then we're like, right, we need to go to the toilet. As every girl does, we go to the toilet together. Next thing, there's this woman in the cubicle next to us, and she's like shouting out like, oh, hi girls, I need to make some friends, like, oh, how are you from round here? And we're just like chatting away, and then she was like, okay, come find me. I have blonde hair, long blonde curly hair. I don't know what you look like to me in the cubicle, but just like come find me when I come out. And we were like, oh, okay. And I was wearing like a little fedora hat at the time. I was like, yeah, I'm wearing a hat, like, you'll know me, like I won't be far. And then she comes out and she's like, oh, hello. She buys us so many shots. Then she brings this bloke over, and he's got the biggest beard. So he comes over and he's got these like tequila rosé shots. He's like, cheers to bumholes, cheers to bumholes. And we're like, me and Chloe like, all these people, what is going on? So we're a few shots down by this point. Then my friend Chloe finds out her brother's around, so we go and meet her down there. And then we're in this another random pub, and people are coming up to me trying to steal my hat, telling me I look like Indiana Jones, trying to nick it. That's the one thing about a night out that annoys me. When you wear a nice hat, people just want to steal it. Then I had this girl, she must have been a lesbian, she was trying to hit on me. She was like rubbing, like standing next to me like, you're so beautiful, you're so beautiful. Don't get me wrong, it's flattering, but it did freak me out a bit. And then we ended up in a bar, and it was late, and it was just a bit of a nutty night. We ended up drinking so much. The next morning, me and my friend Chloe were the most wrong we've ever been. We were throwing up all day. I literally felt like I was gonna die. I actually think I posted on my story, can you die from a hangover? Because I just felt like so vile. I felt like I looked green. I'd been sick that much. So yeah, that was an eventful night. I mean, I could probably do a whole YouTube video on strange nights out, because I've had many of them, but I'll save them for another time. Someone else just asked, do you believe in ghosts / spirits? I've got quite a few stories of like experiences with ghosts, spirits, however you want to call them, energy, whatever. I mean, a lot of people are quite skeptical about this, so I know a lot of you will probably think, nah, she's bullshitting, she's crazy, you know, that's fine. But everyone's got their different experiences, and I genuinely believe you will only believe or have some belief at all if you experience it yourself. And I've had 2 experiences in my lifetime. One that's happened quite recently actually that really did freak me out. A lot of my close friends will probably know about this, but I'll happily share it with you guys. I'm not asking you to believe me, but you asked, so I'm gonna answer. So we'll just go with the first instance. I was probably about 10 or 11. I was in my old house in Harold Hill, and I was in the loft conversion where my room was, and it wasn't long that I was staying up there, and it was already there when we moved in. So one night I literally laid in bed, and I remember I was so tired, and I went to close my eyes and open my eyes again, I think just to turn over in bed, and I see, it was like this, how I can explain it, you know, like when you look at a light or the sun for too long, and then you look away and you blink and it makes those little shadows in your eyes. That's how it was. But my room was pitch black, and it had been pitch black for a while because I was going to sleep, and at the end of my bed, just to the corner of it, there was, every time I blinked, there was this weird light in front of my eyes. And I remember kept going, blinking, 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 thinking, am I hallucinating? Have I fallen asleep too quick? You know, sometimes that happens. I know with my sleep, it has been a nightmare with me as a kid. I used to have night terrors and stuff, so I know what I can be like, but this was different. And the more I kept blinking and the more I kept rubbing my eyes, it was getting clearer. And all I can remember, because it was years ago now, this hand, it was like probably fingertip to like here, and it was doing this, as in like when you're calling someone over and you go like that, it was literally doing this. Well, 11 years old, shat myself basically. Excuse my French, but Jesus Christ. I remember running downstairs saying, I've just seen something. I literally had to get my dad to stay in bed with me that night until I fell asleep, because it freaked me out. Number one, because I'd not been in the loft conversion for very long, because I used to stay in my brother's room when we first moved in. And number two, I'd never seen anything like that in my life, and I was just really, really confused and scared. And as a kid, obviously, imagination runs wild anyway, so that freaked me out a lot. Then we come to something that happened fairly recently. Now, if ghost stories, anything spiritual, energy-wise, freaks you out, then let me just use this as a trigger warning now to fast forward or skip the video. This, it really does freak me out, and it still freaks me out to this day. But we're talking probably about a month or two ago this happened in this room. This room is an extension onto this new house. So I'm taking comfort in the fact that it's not an old house, it's not an old part of the house, it's actually the newest part, probably not even 4 years old. So I'm taking comfort in the fact. But one night, same thing as what happened 10, 11 years ago. I was laying in bed, put my phone down on the charger, on this little wireless charger here. Thought I'm going to sleep, probably about 10 o'clock. Laid down, turned over, and I hadn't even shut my eyes, okay? And I know for a fact I wasn't dreaming, I know for a fact I wasn't hallucinating, because when I checked my phone when I went to sleep, it was 10, and then after this scenario that I'm about to explain happened, it was about 10:02, so it's like 2 minutes. There's no way in hell I could have fallen asleep or gone to sleep, deep sleep, that quick. Turned over, and there was a lady, and I can explain down to a T exactly what this lady looked like. She was on the bigger boned, chubby build side. She had grey hair in like a low bun. She had like a grey / white creamy beige jumper on with these like tights, like old fashioned tights. And she was holding like a mug, a cup of tea like that, and bending down next to my bed, literally here. Gives me goosebumps thinking about it. Bending down like this, as if like, you know when someone is checking on someone in bed, when you bend down to make sure they're asleep, that's like what it was. And no word of a lie, I was literally like this. I was going, I'm reaching out. I just went, switched my light on, got a lamp here, and that was it, gone. Oh my god, I called my boyfriend Louis. I was crying my eyes out on FaceTime, and he was like, stop it, it's scaring me, what's wrong? What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't understand, I don't know what to say, like how do you deal with this? And my mum was asleep, so I thought I don't really want to wake her up, but I had to. I was petrified, I had to. I was crying my eyes out, and my mum was like, I don't really know what to say. I don't really know how to deal with these things, because my mum's actually a little bit sceptical about these things. I think it scares her, so she'd rather just take comfort in the fact to not believe in it at all, which is fair enough. I get that, and I'd rather do that. But after my experiences, like, it's just weird. My mum's laying in bed with me, we're just like talking, and as I'm explaining to my mum what this lady looked like, my mum just was like, oh, that sounds like your nan's mum, who you're explaining what she looked like. It's weird because I feel scared, but I don't feel scared at the same time, because she didn't seem evil. She was smiling at me as she was bending down like this. So it was almost like she was checking on me to see if I was okay. And then my mind goes into overdrive, because I'm like, oh my god, why is she here? Is something gonna happen? You know, all these scary things going through my head. In the end, next day, my mum was like, right, speak to your nan because my nan and her sister have had experiences the same as me years ago, so she will understand and she will see if she can relate who I'm explaining to. Next day I've told my nan, and she's come round with like loads of old albums with all her mum and her nan in it, and I see pictures of her mum, my nan's mum, and I was like, I don't really recognise her, I don't think that is the one. And then she showed me a picture of her nan, so that would be my great nan. It makes me speechless to this day. Spitting image of who I saw. I just was like, Nan, that's her. She was like, that's weird. She was like, why is she coming to see you? Why is she not coming to see me? And to this day, I haven't really had any other experiences. I have therapy like once a month, and I told her about it and she was like, okay, next time if it does happen, try and talk to her. And I was like, I don't know if I've got the balls. Yeah, if it does ever happen again, I'll be sure to update you. I do believe in some sort of energy or spirit when you pass. I do believe you leave something behind that stays around if your loved ones need it. So yeah, and if any of you guys have got any other experiences like that, please let me know in the comment section, because I'd love to hear all your stories. I'm really into all that stuff. So yeah, I did get my friend Chloe to sage my room and my house after that, because just in case, I was just scared. So I do feel a lot better about that. So if you're watching, Chloe, thank you, I love you. Let's just end this video with a really nice question that's been asked, and it says, when did you know you was with your person? So to be fair, before I met my boyfriend Louis, I didn't really think anything of like relationships. I didn't think like you love at first sight and all that stuff. I was a bit like, It's so hard to explain that you just know. From the first time I met him, I was like, yeah, we click, we will get on, like we will not have any issues. And I've been right so far, nearly 2 years down the line, and we're as happy as can be still. So I think you will know when you meet your person, because you have all the same interests and morals, you like doing the same things, you like the same films, you complement each other, you are just a team, a really good team. If you really want to be with that person and they really want to be with you, you will work through anything together, which is what me and Louis have done, and I'm very grateful. So you will just know. There's not really like can't really say how, you will just know. Believe me. And when people used to tell me that before I met Louis, I was like, yeah, alright, okay, bullshit. But no, it's true. We'll do one more. I'm liking these questions. What are your goals for 2022? Let's leave the video on like a manifestation, goals, you know what I'm on about. Well, my aim for this YouTube channel when I started it at the start of this year was to have 50 subscribers. And I think right now I've got around 93, and it's been probably nearly 3 months. But my aim would be just to get to the 100 mark by the end of the year. Hopefully, I mean, I probably will hit that by mid-year, and then I can set another goal. In all honesty, it would just be to be happy, content, and have loads of fun and make loads of memories. They are my goals, because I think, you know, as long as you're happy, you've got everything in life. I think happiness is the main thing, and as long as you've got your family and your friends around you, good vibes around you, no negativity, then you will succeed in life no matter what. And on that note, I'm going to end this little mukbang chatty catch up with me. I hope you all have really enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if it's been a little bit boring, because it's just been me talking to the camera a lot, but a lot of you requested this when I asked on my Instagram story. So if there is anything else you'd like me to film on my channel next, then please put it in the comment section below. That would mean a lot. And if you have enjoyed the video, give this a massive thumbs up. That would also mean the world. I hope you all have a lovely day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.